Dear souls, we call you starseeds because you are the seed planters sowing your light throughout your world, breaking apart systems the rulers thought were indestructible. Seeds fall within the cracks of rocks and break it apart as they strengthen into plants and trees that tower above, beaming with new green life. The smallest seed can breach a dark force many times its size and weight. Your social and financial systems are changing quite rapidly now. Those that dictate the market within your hydrocarbon industries are being bombarded with these seeds, and they are using backdoors and changing structures from within these huge organizations. Giants in your world that are part of the cabal structures linked to the Rockefeller family, such as Exxon, are changing from within and being forced to relinquish powers and holds they have had over Gaia and her resources. You have been deceived, dear ones, regards the monies created, which are pennies in comparison to the personal fortunes that are attained. Your ritualists are half what exists, and the estimated fortunes of those listed are vastly limited to keep hidden the abundance that really exists on your planet. Board meetings as of late with prominent oil figures have undergone heated exchanges. Key figures are furious as they face the reality of losing their grip regarding the vast fortunes that have been kept hidden. Whilst all of you worry about how you will pay your next month's rent bill, we have seen this. We were there, dear ones, in these meetings. We can bilocate and exist within the four walls of a room partially cloaked between our ship and your world, and experience everything whilst dematerialized out of your dimension. We see it all. Your vehicle's royal family within the UK have a fraction of the power they once retained and are grasping at straws to manage the illusion of regality that is no more. The illegal funds that propagated this empire have been cut off, and this will have consequences regarding the illusion finally becoming public knowledge. Queen Elizabeth will conclude royal duties very shortly, and she will choose to cross over, leaving her physical vessel within the confines of the palace within your quaint town you call Windsor. Shortly after this, you will all come to know more honesty about the Queen of Hearts you call Diana, creating further duality for those that receive truths they thought not possible. Her time is short now, and the old energy she anchored will release with it some dramatic changes within the UK and further afield. Not long after this, Buckingham Palace increasingly becomes a public building for all to walk through, and notes within that monetary system will cease to have her face upon them. Coins and notes will adorn starseeds that are in service to the all from henceforth, and this is upon you very shortly. Your energy providers are in a state of heightened panic, dear ones. Quantum energy sources are upon you now and cannot be prevented anymore. This in turn is partly what has fueled the encapsulation of your electric car to create less humiliation for those that cultivated deceitful illusions, as they were being strong-armed by your white hats to deliver parts of truth before they cascade into the full knowing. This will not be enough to save the falsehood that is going to be shattered quite soon, dear ones. Cars that run on the very water you bathe in are coming, as are technologies that run your phone without ever having to charge them again. Quantum fields such as magnetics are about to change your world forever, and electric cars will soon seem like an ancient idea, even for generations present. You will be self-sufficient, never having to rely on a service provider to charge your electric car, but sovereign beings with magnetic engines that set you free from large corporations and the reliance those batteries enforced upon you and your finances in having to recharge for the next journey you wish to experience as you travel from A to B in your now moment. Your news stations are increasingly going to speak of aliens and ETs from the middle months onwards, and news anchors will become progressively conflicted, reporting the news as the dissension algorithm programming within their synapses will trigger a confused, almost fearful look upon their faces as they read the updates on your televisions. Look for this. The abomination of child trafficking is greatly reduced, and law enforcement corporations that claim to police for your own safety have lost fortunes in illicit activities, and profits that smuggling drugs have paid for. Crimes to humanity that these monies have funded are being redistributed for humanitarian projects that are long overdue. Dark agendas are childish in the fabric of their end product. These vibrations have always had a low consciousness that, as the French would say, carry the vibration of naivete. A low consciousness cannot maintain high intelligence that is found within the encodements of light. In trying to depopulate Gaia, they have removed all of these souls who were not holding their own light and awakening many more throughout the duration of their global lockdowns. The dark agenda has been to keep you in a constant state of distraction via work and entertainment. Lockdowns have created a global level of enlightenment and broken the chain of never-ending work cycles, giving souls enough breathing room to check in on reality and smell the coffee. The location and availability of water upon your planet is going to change as weather systems on Gaia adapt to the changing consciousness dictated by new magnetics and the relation they have to your ecosystems and currents within your oceans. The aquifers and reservoirs that once served your water supply are going to change, as are the bodies of water and rivers. You cannot expect the consciousness of Gaia to change, and it will not have an effect on her physical body also. This will lead to new nanotechnologies that will allow purification of seawater in vast amounts to be used domestically and commercially, which will be funded by the monies previously used to fund deep state black projects, which will be controlled by new quantum financial systems that have a consciousness of their own. Allow these truths to wash over you slowly without stressing your nervous systems and your anterior prefrontal cortexes. You must rest with each new piece of information as your body and brains need time to amalgamate all these new truths. We are receiving vast amounts of souls upon our motherships at present in an attempt to purify parasitic programs that have attached themselves to your physical and light bodies. Many of you are volunteering to visit our motherships to carry out healing at night. You are waking up the next day feeling quite exhausted due to the amount of work we are carrying out on you. When you awaken from an operation in your hospital bed, you rest for some days after the event. Many of you are awakening from fantastical healing sessions on our ships and finding that you are in need of sitting or lying down faster than you had given yourself credit for. Allow this to be for a while, dear souls. We love you more than you can imagine and are of service to you all. You are the ground crew endeavoring to make Gaia a better place for humanity, which in turn creates a higher reality timeline for us also. As all are one and one are all within the soup of Creator, light has won. Light has won. We are so proud of you.